It's indeed a pleasure for me to welcome you all to this customers get-together meeting. In fact, today throughout the country, we have organized customers meet at all our branches. September 15th, we had proposed that throughout the country we will meet our customers at all branches, and one of the senior officers from the zonal office or from head office, wherever it is convenient, to participate in this customers meeting, interact with the customers, try to understand what exactly are the customers' feedback, whether we are serving you reasonably well, or if there is somewhere some deficiency is there. We would like to understand that, and probably this interaction will help us to serve you better. That is the basic purpose of this get-together. As far as the bank is concerned, of course, he has told you about the bank's business and all. As he mentioned, that the bank's business is somewhere around 1,95,000 crores today. We have about 2,800 delivery channels, which consists of about 1,730 branches and about 1,100 ATMs. We are planning to open about 200 branches this year, of which about 70 to 80 branches is going to be in Andhra Pradesh itself. We are perceived to be more an Andhra state bank. Wherever we go, they think that we are present only in Andhra. So what we are trying to do is now to create an awareness that we are not only in Andhra, but we are also throughout the country. So we are also opening more branches to give that national feeling for the bank. Of course, the bank has been trying to meet the customers' expectations. We have been introducing products from time to time to meet the needs of the customers. One important noticeable thing that has happened, which I am not sure whether many of you are aware of, is that we are trying to offer more and more electronic banking products in the bank. So hitherto, traditionally, the customers used to come to the branch, transact within the branch, but over a period of time, I think the younger generation have felt the need for transacting through the electronic medium. Today, we are having one of the state-of-the-art technology platforms. All our branches are computerized. Not only they are computerized within the branch, but they have been networked also. That means you are not a customer of a branch, but you are a customer of a bank. Even if you are outside your base branch, you can still do the transaction without waiting for the checks to be collected. Earlier, as you know, that if you give a check in Vijayawada, but if you are a customer of Jubilee Hills branch, it used to take almost 3 weeks for you to get the money. Today, it is not like that. Even if you give a check in Vijayawada, your beneficiary in Vijayawada can get the payment on the same day as it is paid in the base branch. So it has been networked to that extent. And we have also introduced today internet banking. Internet banking, as you all know, that you can do transactions at your convenience. You can sit at home. You can do it on holidays. You can do it at any convenient time during the day. So it is 24/7 by 365 days. So it is like that. But what I find in this branch is that many of our customers have not availed this internet facility. I think it is very useful. What we can do is, initially if you find that it is a bit uncomfortable to really understand that, we could set up some kiosks here in the branch itself to really educate and create an awareness as to how to use the internet banking platform. Let me tell you, internet banking platform is a very, very secure platform. You will really not have any concerns with regard to somebody misusing this, because we have created enough security parameters in the system itself which can address all your needs. And of course, ATM is now as popular as branches are, so it doesn't require any further elucidation. A few other products that we have introduced, which is really not very much known, is the NEFT, which is National Electronic Funds Transfer System, where you can transfer funds to any of your friends or relatives in any other bank. It need not be in the same bank. It could be in any other bank, and these remittances will reach on the same day. So this also we find that the utilization of NEFT is not very high in this branch. So maybe I think we also need to create an awareness amongst the customers as to what is the utility of the product, how it can be used. This is a substitute for the drafts which we used to issue earlier. Drafts we used to charge you as a commission, which is almost 10 paise per 100 rupees, something like that. But today in NEFT, irrespective of the amount, we charge a fixed fees, 10 rupees, 15 rupees, like that. So it is very cheap but very fast, and it can almost reach instantaneously. Similar is the facility for RTGS, which is real-time gross settlement. This also you can make payments to anybody else in any other bank. It need not be in the same bank. It can be in any other bank. And this also, it can be any amount. In NEFT, at least there is some maximum amount, which is not very small, which is quite big. In RTGS, there is no maximum amount. Even crores of rupees, you can transfer it across the bank. Across the banks throughout the country, it can be done at a very, very nominal fees that can be affected. So these are some of the facilities that we have offered, which is not being utilized. And the fourth one which I wanted to tell you is with regard to our debit cards. Even debit cards, I find that the usage of debit cards from this branch, or the issue of the debit cards itself, is very low. Now, when you use credit cards, the shop owner is reluctant to accept credit cards because many times he has to pay commission to the issuing bank. But with debit cards, the charges have been reduced. You can use debit cards very extensively. Instead of carrying cash, you can carry debit cards. So these are some of the many of the electronic products that we have introduced, but it has really not been very popular in this branch. I would request you to make use of this. This is very, very friendly, very convenient. You can use it at any time of the hour. You don't have to really be worried that the bank's branch working hours are only between 10 to 3 or 10 to 4. You can use it at any point of time. These are few of the products that we have done. Apart from this, as you all know that we have our deposit rates are one of the best in the markets today. We have been still offering very good rates. So I would like you to use these facilities. We remain competitive. We would like to serve you, and our products, the features of the products, the rates of interest have all been made very attractive for our customers. Similarly, we have also reduced the interest rates on home loans. Today you can avail home loans up to 30 lakhs almost at 10.5% rate of interest, and above 30 lakhs it is about 11%. So these rates have been very, very competitive. It is comparable with any of the bank. Maybe of course State Bank of India is little bit lower than us, but still, except State Bank of India, I think our rates are almost competitive. We have also reduced the rates of interest on car loans. Many of our customers, we see that they go and take car loans from other banks. But let me tell you that we have reduced the car loan rates of interest also. It's almost at 11.75% now for 3 years, which is very, very competitive in the market. So I would request you to please use our products and services. More importantly, of course, you must be experiencing. I would like to hear more from you, that we would like to assure you of a good customer service in the branch. I am sure that you must be experiencing that, but as I told you that we would like to interact with you, and if there are deficiency in that, we would like to get an opportunity to see that these things are redressed. Then before I really close, let me say that any of you feel that you have some issues which needs to be resolved with the bank, grievances which are there, we have a very strong grievance redressal machinery operating in the banking system itself. It's not just in the branch, it's not just in the bank, but in the entire banking industry, we have a very good customer redressal facilities, infrastructure in place. At the branch level, of course, bank manager is always available to you, but otherwise we always display here. You see, he would have displayed who are the contact points for you to be contacted if you feel that any of your issues have not been addressed. There are contact points within the bank. Then if you feel that the contact points have not really given you the benefit, there is an authority called Ombudsman, Banking Ombudsman. He sits in Hyderabad itself. The matters could be referred to him. By and large, we feel that we are able to address all the complaints, any grievances in a very, very shortest possible time. Then we also have a toll-free facility where you could probably use that number and call a centralized, call center type facility where you could probably record your complaint that would be immediately picked up and addressed. So I do believe that we have in place the machinery that is required to address the customer's grievances, but there is nothing like that interacting with you in person, because complaints come only if you have a problem. But there could be suggestions which you may not be really in a position to put it as a complaint. And this is the forum that we thought that we will use, interact with you, understand your requirements, and if we feel that if there is any shortcoming from the bank side, we'll be very happy to look at it and make the bank more contemporary and serve the needs of our customers. With these few words, let me once again thank you very much for coming in this afternoon. Normally Saturday afternoons are...
It is indeed a great pleasure to have customers meet at Jubilee's branch. You know, no other bank in India celebrate customers meet throughout India in a single day. This is the pride history of Andhra Bank. Andhra Bank celebrating customers meet on a single day, that is out in all 1,733 branches. So you know pretty well that Andhra Bank birthplace is Machilipatnam, a historical place, and today happens to be the one of the greatest today at Machilipatnam also. Andhra Bank Bar Association celebrating 130 years, where our Supreme Court judges and Chief Justices of High Court are all there. So strictly I happens to be there. Why? Because my father completed 60 years of bar service there. But we as a bank think customer is our God. That is why I didn't went there and I stayed here for this, to participate in the customer meet.